Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Welcome back to 4 More Minutes. I am Sam Bailey, the Soul Stir, stirring up your hearts and your minds for God. I want to thank you for joining us this morning. And as always, I appreciate you sharing these messages with other folks. And you, in doing so, are part of inspiration, encouragement, and motivation going out into the world. I know that we are living in times where there's a lot going on, but we can be sure to know that God is in control and He's on the throne. And so go about doing your daily business and just keeping your trust in Him. Today I want to talk about saying what we will or will not do. You know, the word tells us that we ought to say, if it be the Lord's will, that we will do this or do that. But we oftentimes neglect that part or forget that aspect of it. We got our plans lined up. We say what we're going to do in our daily lives, in our daily schedules. We say what we would not do or what we would do compared to somebody else. I never do that. I never say that. How do you know what you would never say or never do unless you were put in that situation or put in somebody else's shoes? I pray that we can be considerate of that in our own minds and our own hearts before we make statements of absolute. I think sometimes we find ourselves regretting saying things in absolute. I would never do this, or I have never done that, especially in comparison to somebody else, because the tables can turn on your life that quick, and you'll find yourself actually being a person that you never thought you would be, or doing something you never thought you would do. So you can say, I want to retire at this age if the Lord's will, or I'll see you next week if it is the Lord's will. I'll see you tomorrow if it's the Lord's will, because nothing is certain and nothing is absolute in this life. I know we got plans, right? I heard before that if you have plans, if you want to make the Lord laugh, then just tell him what your plans are, because the moment you tell him what your plans are, he's going to show you that your plans don't always match up with his plans. Now, if your plans match up with his plans, then you're in business. But oftentimes in life, we make plans and we don't even include him. We don't even include what his will might be. His will might look different than our plans. His will might take us to a place that we didn't plan to go, or have to deal with some people we didn't want to deal with, or his plans may cause us to wait longer than we want to wait, or move faster than we wanted to move, if the Lord wills it. That means that I am getting in line with his will. I know his will is going to be done. It's done in heaven, and he says that the prayers that it be done on earth as it already is in heaven. But even closer to me, I pray that his will be done in my life. And that means that I do what I can and accept that there's some things I have no control over. There's some things I can't change, but I know that his will is being done. And when I accept his will, I can get up from my Garden of Gethsemane, so to speak, and know that sometimes you just gotta get up and face what you don't want to face, and you gotta deal with what you don't want to deal with. But nothing in this life is absolute. There's no guarantee that you'll make it to retirement. There is no guarantee that you'll have the wedding of your dreams. There is no guarantee that you'll make it to 75 or 80. You know, some of these things we take for granted. We just got to be thankful for every day that we get. And if we get up above the ground, it's a good day, and we ought to continue to stay in his will and to trust in his will. So I pray today that you share this message with someone. I pray that we have an outstanding week this week, and remember that it's all in our heads, it's all in our mindset, and life is not about what happens to us, it's about how we respond to it. So I pray that we be responsive, and that we stay in faith and know that if you are his child, you are always in his will. So God bless you. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next time right here on 4 More Minutes. Thank you.